So a question was raised today in the Facebook group about how to achieve that curved zipper corner where it goes into the seam, or it looks like it goes into the seam. So we're going to go over how to do that. Now, this is the channel where it was seen. It's in Spanish, so it was a little difficult for an English-speaking person to understand the instructions. So here, so I've gotten it to this point without the zipper pull on. I'm putting the zipper pull on now. And I'm going to push it up just past center and then unzip it a little bit so that there's just a small gap. I don't want either end of the zipper tape to be open. So you can see that there. Now we're not going to sew over the zipper tape at all from this point on. And that's how we're going to achieve that nice little curved zipper on the end. So when we're sewing the body of the little pouch together, we're going to put our right sides together of the exterior, and we're going to be pushing our zipper tape. We're going to fold it in half with the zipper tape on the exterior side, like I'm showing here. So we're going to fold it in half and line up those seams. And then I'm going to put a clip there just to make sure that that stays in place. I'm going to go ahead and clip the rest of the way around and make sure that I do the same thing on the other side. I want that zipper tape on the exterior side of the pouch. As you can see here. So I'm just going to fold that in half, line up the seams, and pop a clip on that so that it doesn't move. Y'all, it's cold here in Michigan, so I hope you can't hear my little heater that I have under the desk. My feet are freezing. So I'm using the red clips on the end. I start and stop there. It gives me an idea of exactly where I'm supposed to start and stop. Or where I plan to. So that's just a little tip. Only use the red clips there so you remember. So here I'm going to show you, I'm going to go around just until I get to that seam edge, or the seam allowance. I'm going to stop and backstitch, raise my needle and skip over, and then drop my needle back down just past the zipper teeth. I'm not sewing over the zipper tape at all. Go back all the way around, do the same thing on the other side, and backstitch. So I'm going to adjust my camera here, and then we're going to stitch this together. So starting at my red clip there, I'm going to drop my needle down, sew a couple of stitches, and then backstitch. So I'm using a 1/2 inch seam allowance inside on the lining half, and then a 1/4 inch on the exterior half. So I'm going to sew right up to that seam allowance. I'm going to backstitch. I'm not sewing over it. I'm going to lift my needle and presser foot, and I'm going to go just past where the teeth are. You can kind of feel that with your fingers there, and drop my needle down, making sure I'm not catching the zipper teeth in or with my needle. I'm going to backstitch and then stitch all the way around the exterior portion until I get to the side just near the zipper teeth without sewing over them. I'm going to backstitch and again lift my needle and the presser foot, go across the zipper tape there, and drop my needle down on the other side at the seam allowance, and go ahead and sew, making sure I backstitch, sew around to my other stopping point there at the bottom of the lining, and backstitch. Trim my threads, and then I've grabbed my pinking shears and trimmed all the way around. Make sure not to cut your zipper tape. This is very, very important for achieving that look. So at this point, we're pretty much ready to finish off this bag. So what we're going to do is close the zipper just a little bit and reach in where you see it already looks really nice. Not that you can really tell because I was having issues focusing with my camera. But you can see it's still poked down a little bit. So you reach your finger inside and just kind of push it up with your finger. And the way this is achieved is that that zipper tape is free inside between the layers of the lining and the exterior. So that allows you to push it up a little bit and give it that look. And the space that you left when stitching the sides together allows you to sort of freely move that. You don't want to push it too far. That's why I left at least an inch on either side. If you push it too far, you could push that zipper tape all the way out. I'll pop the images here at the end, and again, the channel where this idea came from.